why should I hire a stair professional as opposed to a handyman or a general contractor to do my stair work?
Excellent question. Um, because we stair guys spend our whole life studying the stair and rail issues and solving stair and rail issues for every scenario under the sun. It's a specialization that does not come, I don't know how to say it, but it doesn't come easily. I was with my old boss for 9 years, and there was a lot, when I went alone, there was a lot I did not know. And if you're going to teach a young kid, this business, he's going to be with you for a while before he is, I don't want to say it, before he's good. It's just, that's the way it is. It takes a long time to learn. And some learn better than others, but I've never seen anybody jump into this business and know it all in less than 5-10 years. I mean, it takes a long time. And it helps if you enjoy your work, and you really are into your job and you study all that you can about the business. There's a lot. It's one of those things that you'll always be learning more about. And if you ever think you know it all or seen it all, there'll be another situation that you haven't seen before and you've got to solve. Yeah, you see a lot of things over and over again, but it's one of those things you either do it every day or you don't do it at all. And we all have, all the good stair guys have people come to them and say, I've done, and just last week, I had a guy come and say he was a plumber, and he said, I did everything in this house, redid everything. I redid sheetrock, the paint, the trim, the floors, the plumbing, the doors and windows, everything. He did the whole thing. He said, but I'm not touching the stairs. And the stairs were sitting there for 25 years. And his kids had just moved out, and he's like, time to get this piece of junk out of here that he kind of framed up when he moved in 20 years ago. And that's, I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Handyman, or even guys that have their own house and take their good old time and spend 15-20 years redoing their house to exactly the way they want it. And they do everything in the whole house except for the foyer, except for the stair and rail. And we come in and do the stair and rail to the standards that the rest of the house was all upgraded to. And that's a big chunk of my work. And I've done it for floor guys, kitchen guys, trim guys, really good carpenters who've been some of the best carpenters around. They can do anything and everything except for stairs and rails. And that is, I don't know, I guess that's what makes us the weird guys that, that's our one little specialty thing that a lot of people do not want to tackle and are wise enough to call someone who's been doing it for 20 years and can solve all their stair and rail issues for them in relatively short order. Some guys could figure it out. There are some good carpenters who could figure it out, but they'd be there for 3 weeks and we'd be done in like 2-3 days. And they just don't want to mess it up, and they don't want to cut it wrong, and they realize how complicated some situations are, and they just don't, they don't want to start something they can't finish. And speaking of the handyman or the general contractor or the general carpenter coming in to do the stair and rail or not, or the floor guy, I can't tell you how many times, I can't count how many times that I've had to replace, remove, or rip out something that a handyman did, a GC did, or started, or tried, or a floor guy screwed up, or it's just, too many times to count. And I feel bad for so many people who thought that they would hire the guy next door, or the guy who did the roof, or somebody who did the kitchen, or somebody who did the floor, well, they should be able to do the rail too. It's like, no, they can't. And some guys, either they're broke or they have no work, or I don't know why. They think they're going to try and figure it out on this lady's job or this guy's job, and we'll just figure it out. It's like, whew, it's just some really, really bad stuff. And I just met a guy yesterday and picked up a deposit for the same scenario. Somebody, I don't know who did the stair and rail, but it was just hideous. And the guy just said, the stairs were in, and the rails were going in, and he saw 2 or 3 posts in, and the rail was up, and he said, all right, guys, you can just stop. I'm going to get somebody who knows what they're doing. Because it was just, he was a homeowner, but even, I don't want to say they generally don't know what they're looking at, but a lot of homeowners don't. You wouldn't believe what some homeowners accept from other people. It's amazing. And he just said, no. I know enough about construction that this is not working. So he found me, and now I got to replace all the stairs and the rails and the posts, and they're not too happy. But that they have to spend it twice, spend money twice. But sometimes that happens. I feel bad, but there's some guys out there that try to do stairs and rails, and they just should not, unless they do it for a living or they were taught how to do it correctly.